Good afternoon. It's Les Paul Klein from the closet, the tailor in Greenville, South Carolina. Apologize for the reading glasses. When you get old, that's what happens. So, I want to talk about shoes this afternoon. Shoes are a conundrum. And let's just go back 20 years ago. Shoes were really well made in the United States, and they were made from leather that had been tanned the old-fashioned way. So I want to show you a pair. I have a lot of shoes, so it'll take a second. So this is an Allen Edmonds. This shoe is about 20 years old. It's still in style. I still wear it. But this upper and the lower were made from a hide, cowhide, that was vegetably tanned. What does that mean today? Today's shoe, and I'm going to grab a shoe that was made in today's market. This is a shoe that was actually imported from Brazil, and this shoe it does have a leather sole, but they've also infused on top of it rubber, so you could wear it and not have so many issues in water. But this is a chrome tanned leather. Okay, it's chrome tanned, and so it has not held up well. I have not worn this shoe very much, but because it was chrome tanned, and chrome tanning is chemicals, that takes a few hours. Vegetable tanned hide take about 3 months. So this shoe, I wear it very sparingly because it's just not going to last. But it is obviously a different style than the old Allen Edmonds Standby, which is over 20 years old and is a vegetable tan leather shoe. So as I kind of throw these back where they go, what we discover about shoes in today's open market is they don't hold much of a shine. Okay? They don't hold a shine. And why don't they hold a shine? It's because the hide has been chemically tanned, and that simply means that when it was chemically tanned, all of the oil that gave the leather life was sucked out of it. Okay? So that's what it means. So this shoe is about 5 years old. It is an exotic, but it was chemically tanned, and so it just will not hold much of a shine. This is made in Italy, actually, and there was a claim it was vegetable tanned, but it wasn't, and I could quickly tell. So that's the difference in leathers. There's a lot of shoe companies. Johnston & Murphy is one in the U.S. Most all their shoes, in fact, all their shoes are made out of country. Allen Edmonds is still made mostly in the U.S., but they're using primarily all chemically tanned leathers. Johnston & Murphy uses nothing but chemically tanned leathers. Cole Haan are made in another country. They're chemically tanned. Ferragamo, same thing. There's very few shoes made in the U.S. That are what we would call bench-made shoe, a shoe made with vegetable tan leather. In Europe, Crockett & Jones is one of the premier shoemakers in London and in England, I should say. They still use nothing but vegetable tan leather. In fact, I think they have their own tannery. Let me show you one of those. Look, one of those shoes. This is a Crockett & Jones It's a monk strap, and it is a suede, but it's still leather, suede leather, suede finish. And this shoe's about 21 years old. I've had it a long time. It's still held up well. Needs a little bit of polish on the edge, but it was well made. It was what's called a bench-made shoe. So really, that's the big issue with leathers, if that makes any sense. I know, I'm down in the closet. What do you think of that? Let's talk about style for a few minutes. So, before I do, let me mention this shoe. This is something new. These are made out of country, but they're made by a company right here in Greenville, South Carolina, the Arm & Oler Company. And love the quality of shoe. It's vegetable tan leather. It's a Goodyear vegetable tan welt on the bottom, both of them. Beautiful, beautiful shoes. And a really cool lace up with a lot of cool design. Kind of a throwback to older styles, but very, very modern with its color. These shoes, at this point, are probably the best made shoes in my closet, other than the old Allen Edmonds, because of what Armin has done with the quality of his shoes. Monk straps, lace ups, dressy shoes, but you do see guys wearing monk straps and lace ups with jeans. Okay, here's the big rule, big rule. Let's just kind of get there. Okay, if you're gonna wear this shoe, for example, what color belt would you put with it? Would that work? No, it won't work. You need to get a belt in that color family. Okay, how about this guy? It's a gorgeous buffalo hide. Nope, I'm actually wearing the belt out of my closet that would go with this. I also have a solid leather piece that would go with this. So that's the biggest mistake I see guys making when they pick a shoe color. They're not matching the shoe color to the belt color. Okay, so don't put a black with a brown. Get as close as you can. Some of the shoe companies make belts to match exact. You don't have to match exact. And none of the shoe companies, I should say, make really good belts. We have a belt company down in Atlanta. We make them one at a time. They are made out of vegetable tanned leather. They'll last your entire lifetime. So that's number one in the shoe world and belt world. It doesn't matter how you're dressing. Just make sure that the two match. Okay? That's number one. Number two, I don't want to see you wearing a black lace-up with jeans. If I do, and I know you, I'm going to call you out. It's the stupidest looking thing I've ever seen. And I don't have any of the classic cap toes. I don't wear that kind of shoe anymore. I haven't in years. But this can represent that classic lace-up black. Go buy some casual shoes if you're going to wear jeans and that's all you got. Okay? Do nothing but buy a cheap pair so you're at least in fashion. Okay? What would I wear? Now, this is a black suede. This is a Zelli. Zelli's made in Italy. I've got probably a dozen pair of Zellies. I've worn them for years and years and years. A little bit more sleek, a little bit more stylish than a lot of the American-made shoes. Let me show you here's an alligator. It's a bit, but this is a Zelli. I wear a lot of loafers, and I like the low instep cut. Actually, the one I have on today is a light colored alligator. and it's got a little tie on it. It does come up on the instep just a little further. This shoe has been in the line for 20 years. I've sold dozens and dozens and dozens of pairs. They're not cheap. This one is about 12 years old. It was made, it was tanned, that hide was tanned, the old vegetable style, and it'll last the rest of my lifetime for sure. So what should you wear with jeans? Okay, let me show you. It's a great shoe, very inexpensive, just a driving mock. Again, guys, collar, get a collar belt. Here's another jean shoe. Okay, just a driving mock. This is a lizard. It's a cool shoe. Zelly makes it. I've got it in two colors, the black and the brown. Cool shoes, comfortable, very stylish. Okay, when it rains, I've got a black with a little upper on it. Not expensive shoe. I wanted something that had the complete weatherproof bottom when it's raining and it's snowing. We got bad weather, and I want to wear something in black. So I wear this very sparingly, so it'll last a few years. I wouldn't say it's extremely stylish, but again, it's in the closet for a specific purpose. I also have a brown one for that same exact reason. This is a complete weatherproof bottom. Both of the shoes that I just showed you that are the taller uppers, they're not vegetable tan leather, they're chrome tan leather. This one's a new one. You can see the light shine. I apologize. Live. That's what happens. Sorry, Josh. I see you on there. You see it's shimmering, but it's a very dull finish, and it won't ever shine up. But again, a weather day, a bad weather, rain, snow, I want a brown shoe. I want something in the brown family. If you remember, I had a couple of brown belts that I pulled over off of the brown side, and wow, they match fine. But bad weather shoes, that's what I call them, the bad weather shoes. Here's a black loafer by Zelly, bit more stylish. This one is about 12 years old. If you looked at my shoes and you handled them, you'd discover I'm extremely hard on shoes. I do like monk straps. I showed you the black one a while ago by Zelly. I have a brown one that matches it. These guys have been in my closet. This is probably the second pair of these that I've had. They're stylish. They have a good look. And I'm wearing them when I'm dressed up. Okay? When I'm dressed up. Whether it's with a tie or not. Let's talk about tuxedos, because guys, you can't wear a tuxedo with just a black cap shoe. Let me show you what you get. I'll be right back. Tuxedo shoe, guys. Needs to be in your closet. Mine's dusty. It was down on the bottom shelf. Need to do a little dust. Okay, so a little bit of maintenance. This guy's got a little dust on it. So this is a patent leather. It's not an expensive shoe. I've worn it once a year or twice a year for many, many years. I think these went into my closet in 1999. That's how long they've been in there. And as you can see, I've hardly worn them. So it's not something you're going to wear a lot of. But don't go and wear just a plain old black dress shoe with a tuxedo. Get the right shoe. You don't have to spend a ton of money, but get the right shoe. Okay? I love suedes. Hey Rick, I love suede shoes. This is a suede I had made for me. This is a Nettleton shoe. They make custom shoes. And I love the shoe, and it was fit well, but it's heavy. And I was considering carrying this line of shoes but I backed out. It just felt like it. I didn't once I started wearing it. It's cool and stylish, but they just didn't feel good on my foot. But again, I would get a belt in this color, and I would wear this with lighter colors. Okay, earth tone colors. This goes great with earth tone colors. Don't wear this with blue jeans. No suedes with blue jeans. Okay, no suedes with blue jeans. You want to wear leather shoes, not black. Any color but black. Let me show you something that's new, that's cool. These are really inexpensive, okay? Yep, it looks like a tennis shoe. It acts like a tennis shoe. It's by Johnston & Murphy. I've got this gray pair, and I've got a blue pair. For really casual, okay? Really casual wear. They're really comfortable, they're very stylish, they're inexpensive, but it's a great shoe for blue jeans. It's a great shoe for shorts. If you don't wear sandals, it's stylish, okay? Really stylish. I actually wore them working in Chicago. I had walked about 8 miles one day, and my feet just hurt from all the miles in a leather dress shoe. Second day I was walking in Chicago, I put these suckers on. I felt good all day. It wasn't the most stylish thing with a dress trouser and a jacket, but it made a great conversation piece. So get some of these, Johnston & Murphy, and I'll tell you, don't go to the Johnston & Murphy store. All right, Rick, I'm going to save you money. Tell your wife I gave you a tip that'll save you money, and you don't get these from me. Go to the outlet stores, okay? The outlet stores carry this stuff. They put it on sale. I got 2 pair for the price of 1. So they're a great shoe. Let me show you something else that you should have in your closet. Suede. I've got a suede blue and a suede brown. These are also Johnston & Murphy's. And I love these for fall and winter wear when the weather is just cold. It's a warm shoe. So I wear these with the darker trousers, the blacks, the grays. It's cool. And I've got some blue trousers they'll go really well with. Let me show you the other color that I plugged in my closet. Same shoe. And both of these also are great. This one especially. I've got a pair of cool white summer pants. They go great with this. So it's a great look. It's kind of a buck kind of look. Fun shoes. And yeah, I know I have a ton of shoes. I've shown you about 30% of what's here. And if you look right up on that top shelf, there's boots. I've been wearing boots since I was born, since I'm from Texas and I was raised on a cattle ranch. So every boot has a purpose. But now that we've gone back to the uncuffed trouser, boots are a great option for guys who just like them. And let me show you a couple of boots that are great additions to your wardrobe. Okay? Now, this is made by Lucchese. You say, Paul, you have lost your freaking mind. No, it's cool. So you put in a gray or a navy suit, and you style up this dude, and it's a little dusty because it's up on the top shelf. This is an alligator. It does have the ribs. These are not real cheap. I had this one made for myself, and there's 18 pair in my closet. Not all custom, but this is one cool boot. And for a dress boot, Lucchese makes awesome, awesome boots. Now let me show you how long a boot lasts. And by the way, I talked about this early on. Everything that I have boot-wise was made from vegetable tan leather. There's no boot maker in the U.S. that uses crappy chrome tan leather. They just don't use it. They think more of their quality than that. This is one cool boot. I had this made in Santa Fe about 22 years ago, and it's obviously something that you'd wear on stage. It's something that is kind of cool, and they're not cheap, but it's a fun boot. Obviously it'll last me my whole entire life. My foot's never changed over in the course of the life. But they're also cool to wear with earth tone trousers that now, since we're wearing them straight, it's a cool look, and people look down and go, what the heck you got on your feet? So you never know what I might be wearing when I walk in the door to come and see you guys. Let me show you one other boot that's an extremely cool boot. And this is more a style of today, in a cowboy style. I don't think either one of you guys would ever consider this style, or anybody else watching. If you do, let me know. I had these made by a boot maker, and it's that new square toe style, and this is a bull hide, and it's tanned dark. And in the cowboy world, this upper in color is really cool. So there's a few boots. Again, vegetable tanned, bull hide. This will last till, it may bury me in this pair, although I wouldn't recommend it. They're not worth burying me in. Somebody ought to be wearing those things. Okay, so that's everything that I could throw at you shoe-wise. But there's one big rule that I really want to just kind of throw out again. Make sure the color of your belt and your shoe are in the same family. And do not wear black shoes with jeans, okay? Browns, earth tones. Do I wear a cowboy hat with those boots? When we get off of the call, Rick, I'll send you some pictures that'll blow your mind. You remember, I was raised on a horse. Hats. I don't wear a hat in Greenville because it's not real stylish. I've worn a hat since I was born, and I have several here. So you wear a hat with those cowboy boots. So you should throw a party, a Western party, and I'll come and be dressed like I've dressed my whole life. All right, you got me off track. Anyway, so I hope this is helpful, informative. Give me some comments, some feedback, and it's always fun to jump on here. I've got some new technology and tools coming that are going to enhance what I'm doing extremely big, and I'm looking forward to that since I'm doing a lot of videos on some other platforms. So be watching for that, and I hope your Tuesday afternoon's awesome, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks for tuning in. Take care.